Getting started. Alright, looks like the live stream is working. Oh, we got some Christmas music. It's the Nutcracker. Train Master's here. Hello. And Cubed. And Bubble Monkey. I think this is the first time you're here. Welcome, Bubble Monkey. Alright, today doing some work on towering defense. Already did a little bit of work on it earlier. I changed up the assets I had before because she was smiling in those. But I forgot she has like a gap in her teeth, so I didn't think that would look good when she's being mirrored around, you know. So gave her a closed mouth. And if I do any special moves and I have her like change her expression a bit, I'll probably have her smile. But I'll make sure she has that little gap in her smile. And got a running animation going for her. So probably going to do a few little things here and there. Much like with animation, it's you know, building something takes time. Making little improvements. So maybe adding like sounds. Maybe some little effects for like when she runs into these guys. Those little anime flashes that show that there was an impact. Like little things. I just remembered that I have music for her gameplay that I added, and I had my background music going, so it probably sounded very weird. Let's see, Superior Cyber Godzilla, hello. Zachary Brooks, Elongated Man, Air Owl Warlock, and Slayer Boy. And Merry Christmas to you too. How was my weekend? Well, can't complain too much. BNSFF just got saved from the scraps. Oh, hey, you're back. You're alive. Kaz here, hello. I hope the next episode of Stella Shrinks is coming soon. Merry Christmas, Kaz, but sadly not soon. It's gonna take some time. Kush. Oh god, tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Yeah, it is. Where does the time go? Am I right? All these guys block-headed nerds for some reason. I don't remember why. They don't remind me of Charlie Brown in the slightest. Jason's here. Hello. Can you please do more The Owl House? If someone commissions me next year, I can do more Owl House. I mean, someone commissioned that delightful little image I have on the bottom left-hand corner. Dragon Knight, I am glad you liked my Doctor Who fan art. Yeah, that's a series I need to get into. I've seen some stuff, I know a few things. Mostly that the Darlex, is it Darlex or Daleks? They have a cute little catchphrase. It's to exterminate. How delightful is that? Turns out a railroad fan saved me and preserved me, and I couldn't thank him enough. And by the way, it is my stepmom's birthday. Aw. I hope you did something nice for your stepmom. Got her a nice card and whatnot. I'm sure they make birthday cards for stepmoms. Almost Christmas Eve, yeah. The time, the time. Hey, the only dark shadow is here. Hello. Let me see anything. New game being made. Yeah. Wait, what about Charlie Brown? Oh, because the name that I used for these guys is blockheaded. And I don't know, maybe because their helmets are blockheaded? I'm saying because they don't look very much like Charlie Brown. Animator, what gender am I? I am going to guess that Joycelyn is a female name. Love the Daleks. Ah, I added an R. Love Doctor Who villains from the Cybermen to the Weeping Angels. I'm only familiar with the Daleks, unfortunately. And kind of their voice. Exterminate! Can I commission an asset for the kite-eating tree next year? You sure can. Can't believe YouTube is going to be 20 years old. Really, YouTube? Wow. I would have imagined longer. Make a pizza tower video. If you know what it is, look it up. No pizza tower. Oh, Joycelyn, your mail. I didn't know that. But yeah, if you want a pizza tower thingy, you'll have to commission me. Because money makes the world go round. They're just so cool, Nevermorby. I mean, these little guys and these little metal, I don't really know how to describe them. They're like tanks, I guess, considering their size. Though it feels like it's also keeping them alive. So it's like these little tank-like armored iron lungs. And of course, they got the cool catchphrase. YouTube's being slow and unresponsive. Oh, sorry. By the way, I uploaded 2 new videos. You can comment and share your thoughts. Currently editing a new video. Alright, let's see if I can check that out. Okay, yeah, if your name was Luke and I saw it there, I'd have guessed male. Megan says, sorry I am late. It's fine. DK Marshmallow, finally able to make it to a stream. Welcome back. Battle suits. Alright. Battle suits. And Charles Buchanan, sorry I'm late. And wow, that's awesome. Thank you. But there's no obligation to be here, so never consider yourself late. You could say that you're fashionably late, though. Give this more of a party vibe than like if you were late to a business meeting. I've never been to a business meeting. I'm giving these guys a quick little attack, if anyone's wondering what I'm doing. And this attack will be what they use against Mo's Oasis, or whatever tower they're attacking. Shannon Biles, why won't it end? I don't know. I don't like this. I really don't like this. I'm sorry, Shannon. No one's making you stay here. Shannon. And is that a new Slayer Boy? I'm gonna have to say, please stop spamming. All right. Like I said, if someone commissions me, I'll make that. But if no one is, I have no plans. I have no plans to make a pizza tower. As I've mentioned many times before on live streams, be sort of changing things up come next year. So, going to try to focus more on my OCs. I still have a few projects I want to sort of wrap up. Of course, we're just 10,000 away from our 300K subscriber mark, which is pretty cool. Very thrilled about that. And I do want to get started on that reanimation thing for the wacky races. Yeah, I want to do one of my own little projects. Oh. The Nutcracker Suite, yeah. So you know my name now, Animator? I know it, but if it says Jocelyn, I'm gonna keep saying Jocelyn. Quentin! Oh boy, Samurai Jack. Yeah. They're little Samurai Jack blue guys. Wait, which do you prefer? Via rail? Go transit? Amtrak? Oh, I don't take the train, sorry. I don't know what you are talking about. Commissions, that's when someone pays me to make an animation. SOS adding 50 new songs to already 23 song album. She titled it Lana. That's a cute name. Oh. How many times do I have to tell you people if you're good, you don't do it for free? Gosh. That's just how it be. I'm gonna export this over here. Alright. Got them in storage. That's actually how Lucy fell in love with Schroeder. He was playing a song from the Nutcracker Suite, and she thought he called her sweet. Aw, that's kind of romantic. Send me that comic if you have it on hand. Kind of want to see that. I didn't realize there was an origin story to that. So what you're telling me is that Lucy and Schroeder's relationship is built on a lie. Now comes the boring part. This is the part where I make sure that the origin... Oh my god, I put the origin here? No, that's not gonna... That's not gonna work. What was I thinking? That'd be insane. I'm a crazy person. Why would I put the origin there? Oh my god, I suck. I hate myself. All right, that's over here. Yeah. All right. I usually try to put the origin in like a feature of the sprite so that it's easy to remember, to keep track of, because stuff has to line up. Or else then you get like little glitches and whatnot. Play the whole animation. Oh, I had a whole animation. Alright, let's see. What events do I have for the little bad guys? Oh yeah, and I think you'll also get to see me organizing. Isn't that fun? Hee. Oh my god, I missed so many comments. How to make eggnog. First grab an egg, grab a nog, mix it all together. Eggnog. You forgot the part where you add alcohol. Elongated Man Forever, you don't know about Pizza Tower. Oh, you're talking to Elongated Man, okay. It's like talking to a beat up Nissan driver. They're driving their cars and they cut you off. Hey. I know people who are Nissan drivers. Lewis says, go, Rosa, go. She's gonna go all the way to the moon. Maybe. Remember the Scooby-Doo from 2002? That sounds like a song, Dylan. Do you remember the Doo from 2002? Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. He was from 2002. I don't remember that one. Was that the really bad one or the really, really bad one? Was that the one where... Was that Scoob? Was it just called Scoob? I remember one where it was like just him and Shaggy. And I think there was an evil professor that was antagonizing them. Or a mad scientist. I don't remember that one so good. Here we go. Let's see here. Baddies. Actually going to need to make a new family here. Add family. Have Mo's Oasis in the family. I think we'll call this family the Tower. Tower. All right. So insert above. Baddies on collision with Tower. Done. And that is going to set animation to attack. Simple enough. Let's see if it works. Oh, but also, did I set this to loop? No, I didn't. Okay. Let's see how that works. And while I'm waiting, let me look at some stuff here. So I heard Li Ping's new detention is a hamster cage. Oh, that was just a thought experiment. Yeah, if someone wanted to commission a project with detention air characters, I would put forth that shrinky detention scenario. That due to budget cuts, they've decided to minimalize the detention room to just a little hamster cage. You could keep it in the classroom. Li Ping's mom could be there, being angry at her son. Other ideas were discussed, but that was like The basic one. Oh my god. There's so many of these little guys piled up. Boom. Oh my god, this is so much fun. But I definitely don't like that they all sort of pile up into a static little pile, so I'll have to make it generate like another asset, like a little cloud of enemies. Um, Tomorrow is my birthday. Yes, I remember Jocelyn, aka Luke. Don't do it for free, gotta pay the fee. How does that sound? I still like, for my greediness, I still like using Mr. Krabs slogans. The money is always right. You gotta pay the fee if you want me to animate Lee. Yep, basically, if you want, I could send you the strip for the lulz. Yes, please. I'm in King's. Has a nice smiley face. Thank you. Hey, this might be a weird question, but what was your first car crash? I haven't had one, thank you. I am a good driver and very responsible. Go, Rosia, go, says Michael Boom. Her name's Rosa, not Rosia. This might be a word. Oh, yeah. Had you read my comment? I think I did, didn't I? Do you remember Scooby Doo from 2002? I made a little song about it. And I think that was Scoob, maybe? I forget. Matthias Maldonado. With a bunch of cool looking little emoticons. Shaggy and Scoob Get a Clue is the name of that one. Is that the one I was just describing with like there's like a professor, has like a weird looking piranha face, and I think like Shaggy and Scooby are rich and they don't really go around solving mysteries, and the rest of the crew isn't there. I remember that being the first Scooby series that I didn't really like. Have you, sir, heard a song called Sailor Song? I'm afraid not, I'm sorry. Lol, they're like ragdolls. Yeah. The fun little moments of coding. There are some nice in-game animations for Rosa. Thank you, Lewis. Alright, do I want to work on next? You know what? Since Lewis mentioned the little animations, I think since I have an individual thing here for her running animation, I can get started on some little dust for her to kick up. She's running along. Hey, Animator, can you say happy birthday to me? But it's not your birthday until tomorrow. I was actually going to stream a little bit tomorrow. Tomorrow I actually wanted to do the finishing touches on the little Jackie Christmas animation I've been working on. Particularly the little AGW fan art thing at the end. It might actually be the last one that I do before I start changing up sort of how I format videos next year. So the last AGW fan art. It's the end of an era. Yeah, I could say happy birthday to you in case you're not there tomorrow. Happy birthday. An idea of a thing for detentioner with Li Ping ending up in a nightmare with Tina, who isn't Tina. It's the kind of monster that looks like her. I'd have to look. Have I done anything on the channel that involves like it was just a dream or like a nightmare thing? Yeah, but I guess that can be a possibility. Maybe there's a new flavor of green apple splat called Apple Splat Nightmare. All right, I'll say happy birthday to you tomorrow, but I could also say it now. And tomorrow I'm gonna start it really early, like so early. Like what time is it now? It's all right. So 5, 7, yeah, like 13 hours earlier than usual, I think. Just because it's Christmas Eve. So around this time, I'll actually be in church. Our family does, we do the Christmas Mass. We do the Christmas Mass fairly early. Then we have like a dinner. And then we open presents. And by midnight, we're saying Merry Christmas. And we're basically done with all the main Christmas stuff. And then usually on Christmas Day, we just sort of chill out. Though this Christmas, we'll be spending it with Familia. A nossa famiglia. I was watching the new Simpsons episode earlier today, and for a moment, I thought they killed off one of their characters, Portuguese Fausto. Because they've just been in a killing mood as of late, haven't they? I'm sure maybe only one or two people know who Portuguese Fausto is. What's your next commission? Oh, yes. I am working on something this week, possibly after Christmas, involving Spinell from Steven Universe as a hillbilly. It's Hillbilly Spinell hanging out with Blue Diamond. Then I think I have one or two more commissions to wrap up before the new year. I'll probably take a week off in January, and then I'll open up for Mother's Day and Valentine's Day themed commissions. If anyone wants to do something involving moms or little lovey-dovey animations. Yeah, it's banal. Oh, maybe I can. Let me check my DA. Maybe I could share an image. Animator, in December 26th, I am going to hotel. Ooh, fancy. Hope it's a fancy hotel. Or you know what, even if it's just like a normal hotel, those are fun too, you know? You're in a different state or a different city, just hanging out with friends and family, sleeping in a room that you don't have to worry about, you know, cleaning up after yourself. Unless you're one of those people. You know the ones I'm talking about. Just have to make sure everything's nice and tidy. Let me see. Dust. Let's make a new family. We'll call it Effect. I really should start organizing my little programming sheet here. All right. Sorry you have to see me do this. I'm going to be organizing your controls. Baddies. Player. Animations. Excuse me. Hotel Transylvania or Has Been Hotel. I don't know too much about Has Been Hotel. Oh, there's a little warning telling me I've been doing this for 2 hours. To take a break, which I will ignore only one time. I don't know my hotels, my fictional hotels too good, but I'd pick Hotel Transylvania. Because it seems like a fun hotel. Scary but fun. Like Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street. Hey, Animator, have you ever been in the Philippines? I'm afraid not. But as I mentioned before, I did have a friend whose family came from the Philippines. But I don't know a lot about the Philippines, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. Wouldn't it be cool if Ruby Gloom and Hotel Transylvania had a crossover? Oh, that could be cute. That was something I was thinking about Ruby Gloom. They don't lean extremely hard on like any scary aspects, you know. When I was watching it, I thought it was going to have sort of like um, an Adams Family vibe, you know. But for the most part, they just sort of hang out and and do parties. Like that's, I think 50% of the episodes are about them having a party. So I guess that would kind of fit in with Mavis, you know. She likes to party. She likes to have a good time. Let's see. Music. You know what? I'll just put audio and then make a subgroup for music and a subgroup for sound effects. I don't like using SFX because sometimes I think it means special effects and other times I think it means sound effects. Music. And this last little thing, I think I'll just put it under effects. All right. It's organized. It's nice. Fun fact, Hoodwinked was made in the Philippines. Oh, I didn't know that. So it's a Philippines production. It's kind of cool. I wonder if there are any other fine movies from the Philippines. I mean, I know they're movies, but like animated movies. Was that movie Igor made in the Philippines? Because I feel like they come from the same animation studio. All right, so the hero is on the floor. They are moving. Um, let me see. image point. Put the image point like right under her toe right there. Apply the whole animation. So our hero is on the floor. They are moving. We'll say we'll trigger it every, let's say, 0.5 seconds. The hero will spawn another object, which will be our dust. We'll put it on the player layer on image point 1. Actually, what's the origin point? Let me put it right here. Apply that to the whole animation. And I should also add an event for effects on animation is finished. Be the primary animation. The effect will be destroyed. Crossovers are always cool. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Ruby Gloom, Mavis. I can imagine them hanging out and finding a party. I like making character fusions. I wonder if there'll be any character fusions on the channel, excluding Steven Universe for obvious reasons. None of the stuff I have planned really involves fusions, but if someone commissions me, Animator, what is your favorite country? What religion are you? My religion is Symbiotic Titan. It's cute. I don't want to give away too much information about myself, but I will say that Estados Unidos is my favorite country, and that I believe in a religion where I go to a church and I pray. All right, I'm liking this dust effect. It's cute. So it looks good for when she's walking. But you'll notice that when she's running, we need more. We need more. So what I'm going to do is I will copy and paste this, and I will add a new condition. Which will be dependent on which animation is playing. So if she's walking, it'll be every 0.5 seconds. If she is running, let's make it every 0.1 seconds. Let's see if that makes it better. All right, that still looks good. And let's try for running. All right, that's much better. She's like a little road runner. Like, eat my dust, bad guys. Something that I was thinking about just now, it's that kids, Kid Cosmic's like signal word for, you know, when Rosa has to fight the bad guys was playtime. You know, like, Rosa, it's playtime. And it made me think of Quacker Jack from Darkwing Duck, because that's like the exact same thing he's thinking about when he's gonna try and kill someone. He just sort of like gets really angry and evil, and you know, in his like annoying voice, like, it's playtime, and then he comes out with his murderous toys. I enjoyed Darkwing Duck, the classic one, not so much the one they tried to introduce in the DuckTales reboot. And they thought they were going to start a new Disney afternoon. I love you, giant woman, says Nath Linda. Well, thank you, Nath Linda. 'Tis the season where we should all want peace and happiness and feelings of love and good tidings for all. Hey, Rory Ocelot. Great work making games. Are you going to upload Christmas? Yes, I'm going to try very hard to upload it on Christmas. As I mentioned earlier, my Christmas day is pretty much nothing really planned besides like hanging out with family later in the evening. So on Christmas I might stream, and I will for sure upload Christmas Jackie. YouTube is horribly unresponsive. Even the chat is lagging. It took me several minutes just to send this message. Oh, I'm sorry. It's been working fine for me. I've got it running on my laptop right now. Goodbye, Animator. I'm playing Roblox with my brother. Have fun playing Roblox with brother. Alright, let's see. So I got some good effects going. Oh, I need another dust effect. And that's for when she jumps. Ooh, I should also add like a slam, like a shake. All right, let me add that really quick since that's like such an easy thing to do. Shake. Shake, shake. Oh, excuse me, I'm so irpy right now. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Notice when we get closer to the edges of the layout, it stops doing the little shake thing. Let me see if I can fix that. Let me see. I need more X. I need more X. See how that works. Uh-oh. I need to play around with this a little bit. I do like that now I can actually make the screen shake even from the edge of the screen here. Definitely need to fix a few things, but it's all part of the game. Shake it off from Taylor Swift. Rory eats Wilt on a cookie? I don't know about all that. Right. What I might need to do switch up scroll to. Oh, need a new object here. It's going to be a camera. I don't need to add this detail of actually making it look like a camera. It just helps me with keeping track of it. Camera. We're going to give this the scroll to behavior. And let's see, every tick we are going to set the position of the camera. So that its x coordinate is the hero's coordinate dot x, and the hero's y coordinate dot y. I'm gonna make it y plus, say, 100. Let's see what that gets us. Let's see how that looks. Let's make that minus. See if that's better. Let's make that minus 500. Let's see if that's better. Oh, that's an improvement. All right. Nice. So now that we have the camera, also goes up when Rosa jumps. Just need to have it sort of stop right here. And also help if it is invisible. So we'll make her effective range for it between this power pole and this one right here. So let's see, this is x coordinate 1460 and 3700. So we'll make it so the hero compare to, oh, sorry, that would be system. Compare to values. So x is greater than, what did I say? 1450. And less than, what was it, 5700? 1460 and 3700. Alright, let's see how that looks. Alright, getting better. Maybe I should have it a little bit tighter. Let's see. Let's try 1500 and 3500. Let's see if that works. Getting closer. Getting much closer. Let's try 1700 and 3300. Let's make that tighter. And I noticed a bunch of new comments. I'll get to them in a wee bit. Just wanna... Alright. This one's really close. Let's just shave off another 50. So let's say 1800. And 3250. Yeah, this is something I've noticed for some games is that I've made, that she gets... I add a shake effect for my giant characters. But for some reason, it wasn't working like on the edge of like the layouts that I had. I had like really tight boxes for the layouts. So now that I spread it out a little bit wider, now she'll be having a cool stomp effect throughout the entire landscape. That'll be nice. All right. See what it's like with just a static thing for the y coordinate. Ooh, too high. Still too high. I think static might be the way to go. All right. And now the last detail is just to make the camera invisible. By the way, something that really helped me with visualizing this was Mario 64. He has a very... The camera in that game is a literal camera. It's the Lakitu guy. It's so cool. Initially visible now. So that was kind of like a fourth wall breaking thing. All right, sorry I've ignored these. Let me see. I play Roblox, says Roy Ocelot. That sounds fun. I have a cousin who plays that, and they really enjoy that. Thinking about it, might be YouTube throttling Firefox browsers again. I guess because what that they're part of Google, right? So maybe they're jerks to Firefox browsers. One question: when you watched Hoodwink 2, Hood versus Evil, did you hate the movie? No, I think I kind of liked it. Have you ever heard of Bump in the Night? Yes, I have. It was a very delightful program. Some good voice acting. Some cute characters. I know everyone right now mentions um, Molly Coddle because she looks a lot like Ragatha. But there were some other cute characters on Bump in the Night, like this little Japanese robot, which I believe had the same voice actor as Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot. I think. Bob the Tomato says, Merry Christmas. Thank you, family of 3. Never watched Hoodwink. The animation was kind of bad. You know what? It's fun if you want to, you know, if you want to hear Patrick Warburton voice. Hey, Animator, I'm back. Welcome back from Roblox. Dylan, I'm not sure which comment you keep asking about. If it's about the one you asked earlier about Scooby-Doo, I've responded to it so many times. Also never seen Hoodwink, but I heard the first one's really good despite the animation being horrible. It is fun. And yes, there is sequel drop-off. Nobody says DuckTales woohoo, because that show is overrated cringe. Reboots are hated for a reason. I'm not gonna say that every reboot's terrible, but I did prefer the original DuckTales, and I didn't care too much for the reboot. Even though some of my European friends were kind of happy to see Scrooge in like a red coat, because I guess that's what he wore in like the classic comics. I also heard it was released by the Weinstein Company. Weinstein can't hurt us anymore. Now that I can view the stream, what are you working on? I'm just working on effects right now. I added a little bit of a shake effect to when Rosa stomps. And maybe I'll do some sounds next, or maybe I'll like work on the effects when she lands. Nice booming quakes, Mr. Animator. Thank you. Jenny Batten, Horror 360. Okay. Question: this game will be style Katamari Damacy? I'm gonna say no. It's more of in the style of a tower defense. Except instead of setting up like little traps, you're just like a giant fighting off to defend your little tower. I play Squishmallows and Pet Simulator 99. Not sure what Squishmallows is, but that sounds adorable. Making giant jelly sees Clark tiny. Aww. Commander Clark. Your favorite giant? I'm gonna say the classic 50-foot woman. Merry Christmas, says Rory. I said this game are likely. I'm gonna say no. And Lisa's here. Hello, Lisa. Alright, let me just tighten this up one more notch. I think is gonna do it. Maybe one more notch. Alright, that works. Alright, like I said, next I'm going to add like a bit of a jump effect. Also, I should fix Should fix where these guys are spawning since I moved everything. Kind of spawning at a weird area here. I'm spawning over here. So 4120. What's this? 1000? Alright, 4120. Baddies. Let me see if that fixes it. Had a bit of a funny taste in my mouth. Some of my family was here the other day. They are hunters. I don't know if it's fair to say they are hunters. They hunt. It's like their hobby. And they brought over some elk burgers. And yeah. I'm gonna stick with beef hamburgers for sure. Not that they were bad burgers, they were just kind of regular. Like they definitely were meat. All right, what did I want to do? Ah, yes. New cloud effect. This one's going to be for when she jumps, sort of like the cloud going outwards. Good old Mollycoddle. She was so sweet. She was the original Toy Story toy, essentially. I mean, she has all the behaviors of your Toy Story toys. She's alive. She sort of goes, into freeze frame when humans are around. And she has a purpose. Just to make her little girl feel better when she's sad or sick. I showed a friend actually who really likes Ragatha. I introduced him to some episodes of Bump in the Night, and I think they also like Ragatha. I mean, sorry, Mollycoddle. Probably not as much as Ragatha, but still. Just two caring and supporting characters. So that last episode makes you wonder. Just how genuine is Ragatha? I did like that stuff with the what was it? Was it dumb sauce or stupid sauce? That should be a secret option in some restaurants. Uh, like some restaurants, they have that animal style that you could ask for grilled onions on your burger. You should be able to ask for stupid sauce on the side. Makiman says hello, guys. Hello. I mean, both Ragatha and Molly go through hell with a smile. That's true. Oh, Ragatha did also kind of have like a little Toy Story arc in Bump in the Night. Oh, my head feels terrible. I've been playing a game called On Guard on Steam, and it just has such fun swordplay. It's probably been some of the most uh, fun like stuff you can do with a sword on a game that I've seen in a while. Because most games it's like just very generic hack and slash. Maybe you could pull off some combos. But for On Guard, it's basically you have to. Well, it's kind of like the kind of swashbuckling that you see, like maybe in a Zorro movie. If anyone's familiar with Zorro, where a lot of it is sort of getting an advantage on enemies by using the environment. Uh, throwing like a bucket over someone's head, kicking crates into like a group of enemies and causing them to scatter or get stunned. Because in this game you cannot take on like even two enemies at a time. Maybe just like some of the weaker ones, but for most encounters uh, you can't fight like two at a time. You basically have to use your environment to find like little traps or little items that you can set up to um, stun most of the enemies or separate them, and then you fight, sort of one on one. There are some things that can actually take out like huge swaths of enemies, like you can grab something like a lantern, toss it at a cannon, and it just explodes. And oops, that's the phone. I don't know who that is. Oh, sorry. How long is this person gonna try and call? Give up. Oh my god. Landlines. But yeah, um, light a cannon, set it off, takes out multiple enemies. Um, I hope they make more episodes or they expand on it because I just had such a blast playing it. Like one thing I was hoping they could add, because you know they got chickens in the game, and you actually get like a little achievement for petting a chicken. I was thinking like if they had bird seed, like you grab a pouch of bird seed, toss it at an enemy, get them covered, and then it's like Legend of Zelda stuff, just getting swarmed by chickens. But yeah, I kind of got a headache earlier today because I was trying to get every single achievement in the game, and I actually did, and I I feel shame. But now I don't have to ever look at that game ever again unless they come out with DLC or they make another game, which I think they could because like the humor in that game is it's just so fun. It made me think actually of like a point and click adventure like Monkey Island. I feel very strongly they could make a Monkey Island. Sorry for that rant. Let's see, what did I miss? Two of the early Peanut strips. I remember Patty kicking over Charlie Brown's army men and his toy train. Aw. Patty, why you gotta be so mean to that blockhead? And then Happiness is a warm blanket special. She kicks over his sandbox, and I'm like, is this a gag? I guess that was just a funny thing for a little girl to do back then. And these are old comic strips, right? By the way, did you see the new episode of Digital Circus? I did. Maki Man says hello. Oh, and with that nice hat. It's done. I just got to finish the background. Can't wait to see it, Rory. Just know these are old comments. You corrected me. We got stupid sauce. Hee. Hello, hola, konnichiwa. Hello, Lavender, the flower. I'm still waiting for Perky Towers Part 2. I'm sorry, Dandy, as I've mentioned before. Not really planning on doing anything else with Perky. Unless somebody commissions me and they get permission from Spunky. There was a bit of a kersnaffle with Perky. There were some people who aren't familiar with her who suddenly thought that she was my original character. That did upset Spunk a little bit. And I'm not in the business of upsetting people. So I made a hard, fast rule to not do really a whole lot with original characters other than my own. And of course, really popular characters that no one's going to second guess, you know. Like Amazing Digital Circus. So yeah, don't expect anything with Perky Towers anytime soon. I'm sorry. So I realized in the gigantic prologue, the queen looks a lot like Inma. Is she a relative of hers? Yeah, I was going to say that was her mom, actually. Agatha has a huge crush on Tomo and is jealous of Gummy Goo. We'll have to see how that turns out. Oh my god, I just realized, like, for maybe the past couple of minutes, I was working on the dust cloud. But I was sharing the wrong screen. I was sharing the Construct 3 screen instead of the Adobe Animate screen. Oh my god. How long did that take? Geez, like 15 minutes. Wow. I'm sorry. And now as soon as I go back to the screen I was on, I'm going back to Construct. I think this will be the last little thing that I add here. Let me see. Make a clone of this. Delete all of Browse. Upload. This. Put the origin here. All right. Camera. Animations. No, that would be under effects. So this is going to be different. Is animation land plane? Platform is on the floor. And this is going to be a one-time thing. So that's going to be trigger once while true. We're going to spawn dust 2 player image point 1 and let me see, land. I'm going to add image point 1. Oh, actually, it could have been the origin points, which I think is technically image point 0. The whole animation. Okay, let's see how that looks. All right, let me try. Oh, there goes the phone again. Same person. Bet they're trying to sell insurance. Alright, I moved the origin point. And I pushed it to the bottom of the layer so it's not forming on top of her. Let me see how that looks.
Please enter your remote access code.
Maybe we should have 2 form, 1 for each foot. Take a look at how that looks. Let's see. So land. Let's put 2 image points here. So 1 on this foot, 1 on this foot. Let's see how that looks. All right, that works for me. Now let me see what it looks like when the animation goes a little bit faster. Let's put it at 30 instead. Let's see how that looks. All right. enjoying these little effects. It works. Alright, this phone is agitating me. Alright. You're almost at 300k subscribers. Indeed, I can't wait. Wait a sec, if the queen is Inma's mom, and also she had a crush on Jack's dad, does that mean they're half siblings? I'm going to say that that was not planned. Though the joke would be that that Jack's mom is like gets jealous when the queen is mentioned. Naruto's here. Hello. You play Mario Wonders? Mario Wonders. Is that the one where they can turn into elephants? Bro, Jack and Inma are Disney's David and Danny. No, that's Hamster and no, from Hamster and Gretel, Kevin and Gretel. But only in the shrinking episodes. Though I did think of giving Inma and Jack more of like a sibling relationship. I think that would be cute. Slender Man. Ooh, that's a scary game. I saw a friend play it. It didn't look fun. It looked aggravating and tension-inducing. Too much dinner gum. Oh, that gum from Willy Wonka. All right. I said I was gonna end here, but I think I can maybe try to add maybe one more animation. Let me see, which ones did I have? Okay, idle, jump. Did I have a... Oh, I did. Got a slam attack. How does that look, though? Let me see. Jump, slam. Oh, do I have to make a new landing animation? I do. All right. He'll at least work on the animation. You see the new Wonder Pets? Is Wonder Pets the Illumination movie with like Superman's with Crypto? Is that what that was? If that's the case, I didn't realize they made a sequel. I remember seeing that show a few times, like in ads. I think, but never watched it. Didn't really have anything for me. Elongated Man says I'm scared. Let me look at Wonder Pets. Is it a reboot? Wonder Pets in the City? You know, it actually makes me think of oh, what was it called? Fish Hooks? Was that the series? Where all the little fishes looked like, regular cheap 2D cartoons, but every other animal and person um looked like Photoshop monsters. And they used to do like these little segments with I think it was a snake and a hamster that were sharing the same cage. Don't know what happened with this asset. Inma really is a Disney princess. She's royalty by blood and has a dead parent. uh, I would love it if that was the case, because that means that anytime, and if it was a successful movie, if Inma was a princess and it was a successful Disney movie, that means every single time they did like that Disney princess glamour shot with all the super successful Disney princesses like hanging around and being all like, buy our merchandise, they'd have to include Inma there somehow. You just like see her eye peeking in from a window, or like just her feet are right there, all giant and whatnot. Disney princesses just hanging out in the pool, just trying to be cool. Then, of course, Inma has to come in with a cannonball. Kinda ship the fish hooks, mouse and snake. Yeah, they're a cute couple. And what a fun way to cap off every episode with just some snake and mouse shenanigans. Izzy, Zuri, and Tate. I'm gonna assume those are the names of the Wonder Pets. Welcome back. What did I miss? Not much. I'm just working on a slam attack. For Ropa. I remember fish hooks and that one terrifying scene of Giant B in the finale. Pure horror. I might have missed the finale. Was the finale the one when they're humans? Don't remember. Yeah, I think the last one I remember watching was the one when they became human. I don't know if there was like a series finale after that. I still remember that your name is Luke, but I still want to call you Jocelyn or Joycelyn because that be the name I be seeing. Also, it would make things less confusing. wonder what happened to Lonnie, Tuck, and Ming Ming, the original Wonder Pets. I hope they went to live on a farm with other retired Wonder Pets. There's another bee from Duolingo. Still have to look into Duolingo. You make it sound fun, Rory. But by the way, I sent the Lucy and Schroeder strip on Discord. Thank you very much, Kush. Can't wait to check it out. Still want to do the kite eating tree idea so bad. You could always commission it. Let Charlie Brown finally get his revenge on that terrible tree. I wonder if Kite Man has a kite eating tree in his life. Charlie Brown, Lucy, eat that stupid tree. Or she could uproot it and turn it into firewood. Eating a tree, though, that makes me think of that Family Guy episode where I think one of the cutaways is that Meg ruined broccoli for Peter, and he's like looking back at them, and he's all happy. It's like they're tiny trees, and Meg just says, "Well, they're not." And that upset him. But I'll tell you, when you're an adult, broccoli just tastes more delicious. It's like when you're a kid, it's like it's the grossest thing ever. But as an adult, you change your tune. Especially after I started dieting. And try and squish her a little bit more before she springs back up. Yeah, that'll work. Nice. All right. Want to take a break, but I also kind of want to power through this really quick. So I'm going to try and power through. Then I'll take an extra nice break and I go offline. Elongated man, I'm not going to make a Wonder Pets joke, I promise. Alright, but we won't stop you if you try. Alright, my hope for this is that I do all the programming and everything works out and I don't have to keep playing around with it. But we'll see what happens. Stranger things have happened. Just need to export these. Alright. I mean, Lucy did try to eat Schroeder's piano one time. And Charlie Brown himself took a bite out of the kite-eating tree in a special. Oh my god. Lucy, you're a maniac. Or turn it into a baseball bat and win the game. That would be fun too. So many fun things you can do killing a tree. Who would have thought? Was there ever a Christmas episode, I wonder, with the kite-eating tree? And they tried putting like little, festooning it with little Christmas ornaments. And then like The kite eating trees twisted evil heart grew 3 sizes that day. Or was he always just a jerk? Alright, so this is a two-parter here. We've got the slam fall parts. And we've got the slam land part. Is this another Lucy from Duolingo? Duolingo has all kinds of crazy characters. I always assumed it was just an owl. But they're more than an owl. I am led to believe. Alright, got the animation set. They don't loop. Let's try 20 frames per second. See how that looks. Alright. Let's try and activate this thing with the down arrow. We'll make this happen when character is jumping. Can I set them to start falling? I can make it a gravity thing. Let's make this dependent on, oops, on its gravity here. Heroes. Oh, can't pick its gravity. Compare speed. Let me see. Get what I've done before to get them to fall instantly. Might have to look at my my Powerpuff Girls game. I just realized Kite Man is actually Charlie Brown, and he has a crush on Poison Ivy. Yeah, they actually call him Chuck sometimes. Yeah, he's basically Charlie Brown if Charlie Brown became a supervillain. And he had a crush on Poison Ivy. Right now, he's actually crushing on Golden Glider, who's like a killer skater, ice skater, which I guess is kind of something you might see in Peanuts. Imagine Lucy wanting to get paid 5 cents. I can imagine a giant Lucy at one of her booths asking for 5 cents for weed removal. Oh my god, now I just got the idea of Charlie Brown telling Snoopy to make his entire team giant. Oh yeah, they never win, do they? Find amusing that Duolingo embraced the whole Spanish or vanish meme. Really? I don't know what that means, but it sounds a little scary. Spanish or vanish? I don't want to vanish. think that'll work. I think this is coming together. Those recent Peanuts ideas were real nice. I have hopes they'll be the mysterious red-headed girl too. Oh, from the movie, right? That was a cute movie. Spanish or vanish. That's one ultimatum. That'd be scary. That could be like a horror movie. Like someone has to learn Spanish or else they'll slowly disappear. It oh my god, it's like that creepy episode of Primos where they were trying to teach Tater to speak Spanish and then they turned it into what was it, Saw, the Saw movies, where it's like they're putting her through psychological trauma like Jigsaw to learn Spanish. Duo will bring harm to you if you don't keep up with your language lessons. You know, that's one way to learn a language, with threats of violence. I want someone to make an art piece of giant Charlie Brown holding the little red-headed girl, but I forgot who posted it. Yeah, send that to me if you find that. Alright, it's time for everyone's favorite part of programming. Let's do some instance variables. Let's make this one a Boolean. For slam ball. Initial value will be that it is false. When you press any key, you press down while falling or jumping, it turns on the Boolean. Set Boolean, slam fall to true. Then here, where I have, where is it? Dang it, I was just looking at it. On landed. So I have two instances. One where the condition is that the Boolean is false. And one where the condition is not. So when it is false, it just does the usual thing. When it is true, we'll have the new animation. Slam landing. We'll wait and then set it back to false to reset it essentially. Okay, false again. And we'll set the gravity back. Have it at 5,000. I should make it 4,000 instead. But yes, after that attack, we'll set it back to its usual gravity parameter. Let's see how that looks. anyone is wondering, the red-haired girl's name is Heather Wald, not to be confused with Charlie Brown's girlfriend from the 90s, Peggy Jean. These are some 50s names. I think she was in the comics as well, but I really liked the red-haired girl in the 3D movie. Aw. Again, if someone commissions me, I can make it happen. Did I miss anything else? No army from Barrage can take down Jenny Jurgens. Is that the nose-picking girl? Guess to me, he have to say something like, do your Japanese or break your knees. There has to be a video where every language gets their own threat. Though, I guess eventually, it's going to sound the same. Like you could do the same with Portuguese. Learn your Portuguese or I'll break your knees. Learn your Portuguese or I'll cover you with fleas. Making a game is so hard. It is. It really is. It takes time. It takes effort. And it takes love. It's not doing the thing I wanted it to do. Ah, no wonder. That was a mistake. Let's try this. Oh, we're almost getting it. What am I doing wrong? Oh. Right. So that's one mistake I made. That one is fixed. Let's try this again. Right, that's looking a little shaky. Did I accidentally put that on loop? I guess I won't be getting the achievement for making new programming, and it just works the first time. But that's okay. It's part of programming. Don't like that she's all shaky when she's falling. What the heck happened here? Do I have different origin points? Changing it. Let me see. And I sort of have a mental checklist for like whenever something doesn't go the way I wanted. It's on loop. Why did I have this on loop? No wonder why it looks stupid. All right. All right, this is looking so good. We have a show accurate attack. You just need to like make it look more devastating. The tension is better than a monster of a Enigma high. Detention. Are you talking about that cartoon show, Detention? I saw on the D a favorites picture of Jackie and Heather, the redhead girl being like, "Are you my mom?" Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, that one was cute. Better learn Greek or all three, or I'll throw you in a creek. It's difficult, but it's really satisfying when it all comes together. Yeah, I make that meditation face too. It's like peace and harmony has come over the land. All right, I'm going to turn off the music. I'm going to save my files. Because I'm very happy with my progress. I'm gonna look at the time, and I think I should be wrapping up and taking a break. Because if I don't take a break, Construct 3 is going to be cross with me. Um, but I'm going to continue working on this offline. This is a project for a commissioner. I do still owe some time. I just noticed something. I forgot to turn off inputs. Let me see. Did I forget to turn off inputs? Could have sworn I have something for ignoring inputs. Let me see. Ignore. Did I take it out by accident? Let me see. Oh, did I put it somewhere else? Oh, it's under controls. All right, no wonder. All right, so we did so much with the 2 hours that we've been here together. I added the little dust effect. I added it for dashing. Added this animation for a jump attack. Boom. Boom. And I set it so that when the bad guys get to the oasis, they start attacking it. I still need to make like assets for like a bad guy pile, like just make it huge, you know, so that they're not just sort of overlapping each other, which looks weird. But I like that they're all piled up because then it looks funnier when I jump into them. Boom. Boom. Ah, this game's gonna be so fun. I haven't done a lot of stuff with physics behavior. So this is the first one. I added the physics behavior to the bad guys when they get hit, so that's why they're flying around like that in random directions. And I still wanted to do something that was like a launch game, like getting launched off of something by a giant woman, landing on a giant woman, something like that. Still figuring out the details. Yeah, good progress. I'm going to take my aforementioned break, and I'm wrapping up this live stream, but I will continue working on this offline because I still owe some time to my commissioner. Break times are important. Yes, indeed. Animation when she's standing back up looks a bit off. Let me see. When she's standing back up, I mean, from doing the slam. Yeah, I did a very simple thing. If you have specific notes on it, you can let me know. But maybe it'll look better, like faster. Let me actually test that. Let me double the speed. Yeah, this looks. But yeah, I just did a simple thing. I could still edit it a bit. And I still need to program it so that they'll go flying from that attack. I only have it right now programmed for the regular landing animation. This one only takes out like 2 or 3 at a time. And programming the stamina bar. Need to work on that. A lot of stuff to work on still, but it's a slow but ultimately worthwhile process. All right. Are you looking at my chat about fall staff shrunk? Yeah, I noticed that. That could be a good commission. Duolingo. You shrink if you don't learn your Duolingo. Let's see, we got Merry Christmases, Merry Holidays. Thank you, Lewis. Germinator. That's a possibility. Maybe after I finish some of the other games I'm working on. Feliz Navidad from Sonic. By the way, what did I miss? Yeah, mostly you missed that. Just Rosa. Being Rosa. Alright, everyone. Thanks for dropping in. Like I said, tomorrow I'll do a very early stream. I'm gonna be wrapping up my Christmas Jackie animation, and I'm going to be doing what will likely be my last AGW fan art animation. Won't be doing that going into 2025. So I'll be doing that bright and early tomorrow, wrapping things up. Um, and like I said, super early, like maybe 10, 13 hours earlier than when I normally stream. Alrighty. Again, thanks everyone for being here. Thanks for keeping conversation lovely. And if I do not see you tomorrow, have a happy holiday or a Merry Christmas. Peace.